We're talking about in the mid 60s, right? During the Johnson era, and I've talked about the fact that the Great Society of LBJ, the guy that said, I'm gonna have these blank voting Democrats for the next 200 years, the guy that put in the welfare state, that kicked the father out of the home, the guy who his policies took black families that were at least 75% intact and reduced them to 27%. And recently I saw a stat that said 38%, but I don't know about that. But nevertheless, it destroyed the black family. But they say that the Democrats are for the people, and they say they switch sides. Well, okay, let's think about that for a second. If they switch sides, the Bible tells us in Matthew chapter 7, verses 18 and 19, a good tree cannot produce bad fruit, nor can a bad tree produce good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So the fact of it is, if the Democrat Party, who's been in charge most of the time, you switch sides, and black folks for the last 60 something years have been following the Democrat Party. Why are black folks still at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder? Why are black folks children going to these schools that aren't educating them, that the Democrats run? Why did the Democrat Party support Planned Parenthood, who puts all these abortion mill baby killing facilities in the black neighborhood? Why? Why, if the Democrat Party is so in love with minorities and want to take care of the citizens in this country, will they import millions of folks here? Why, they got people living on the streets in cities like LA. I've walked down LA streets and I've seen people living under cardboard boxes, those that couldn't afford a tent on the sidewalk. Why?